In this video, I want to review the deliverable expectations for the assembly project with an example of my own. And so I'm starting in the assembly drawing because I want it to be clear that you have an assembly. You'll have more parts than mine, but I have two distinct parts in mine. And then I have an exploded view with sketch lines. In my bill of materials, everything is uppercase. I have material, quantity, unit, and extended weight and cost. I also have a row for the assembly extended weight and cost. And so this would be the complete version. And just because of the way I was making drawings, in the same document I have my second drawing for my part file. You should have at least 3 drawings of unique part files. They should be fully dimensioned. It should be orthographic views and an isometric view with all the appropriate information here. And then the final step would be to make sure you turn all of your drawings into PDFs so that I have PDFs versions of all of your drawings. So 1 assembly drawing and at least 3 part drawings. Additionally, one of the things that you can do, or one of the things that you have to do rather, is assembly instructions. I want you to make it might be only a paragraph, it might be a little bit longer. I'm expecting at least 4 or 5 sentences. But I want you to practice explaining to someone how a thing is assembled rather than telling someone to assemble it. You're not creating a document that is instructional, but rather explain how this is assembled or was assembled. It can be present or past tense. Either is fine. But keep in mind that if you use personal language, that's often not appropriate for technical papers, white papers, that sort of thing. We also don't use instructions in these technical documents. Those are different kinds of documents. So you might use the passive voice, you might use a third person, and don't assume that the reader understands what you're putting together. So you can read what I have here, and I will post this example in the L drive space now that we have it. Simple table documented in the drawings. It contains these parts. How do I place the tabletop? And then what do I place the tabletop on? How do I thread the legs? Is there anything to consider about when the leg is fully threaded, or if I can over tighten the threads? How do I finish my assembly so that it is complete, right? So all of this was depersonalized, third person or passive, and that was the final step in documentation. Now, I also have examples of assembly videos. Oh, no, that one's not the right. So what I want to guess, I will show you in the next video, because that actually is a full documentation of what you need to hand in. You'll put all of that in a folder and zip it. What I will provide additionally is the basics of creating a video, and that is for bonus consideration. So I will stop it here and tune into the next video if you'd like to make an assembly video.